Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, and thank you for being here, everybody. We changed up a few things. So the 15-minute countdown, due to some uh, YouTube things, we couldn't broadcast that because there was some license issues. But we're here. We're excited. All hands meeting 25, folks. It is. It's been a long time coming. There's been a lot of different things that's transpired since All Hands Meeting 1 to today, and we're just really excited to be here today. We got a great show in store for everybody. We got some great speakers, a lot of surprises, so sit back and enjoy the show. So before I open up the show, I want to say welcome to, certainly, if we could give everybody here in the audience a warm welcome to all our guests in the audience. Please give a guest warm welcome. Thank you, guests, for being here with us today, for taking 2 hours out of your day. That's a big deal. So no pressure, but we got a lot of pressure. And I'd love to welcome our USDCs. So if we can give it up for our USDCs. We have LA in the house, New Jersey and Atlanta, and certainly our BPSs, some of which are in this room, many of which are scattered around Canada and the US. So we welcome all of you. And last but certainly not least, we welcome all our friends and family who have decided to join us today, for All Hands Meeting 25, as well as our suppliers. We know that a number of our suppliers in Italy are watching, certainly because they have some cameos in this show today. So it's going to be a great show, folks, and we should dive right in. So I do want to say, if you're taking any photos, you want to help us get some analytics, take any photos, video, whatever you'd like, but just make sure you use the hashtag AHM25. So short form, All Hands Meeting 25. So if you can do that, we'd greatly appreciate that. And I want to take you back a bit. So the date was March 1st, 2011. So that's not an error. We put that there on purpose. That was actually the first All Hands Meeting. It was the first All Hands Meeting. And since then, it's been 2,735 days since our first All Hands Meeting in the showroom that we had. And it was kind of a conference call-ish. It wasn't live stream. We've come a long way, and we'll show you how that looks. But it's been 2,735 days, or just over 7 years. So, we're in July right now, so just over 7 years since our first All Hands Meeting. And certainly, there's been a lot of ups, there's been a lot of downs, there's been a lot of challenges, there's been a ton of wins, but net, we've never looked better. The show's never looked better, and our company keeps getting better. So let me walk you through that journey a bit. We've had over 7,500 viewers worldwide since the first show back in March 1st, 2011. We also have over 47 hours of All Hands Meeting footage right now on the website. So you can watch All Hands Meeting 1 all the way to All Hands Meeting 24. All Hands Meeting 25 will be available in a week to come. We've also had over 129 speakers. 129 different speakers have adorned this stage alongside myself. Speakers from Purelator, speakers from different companies, some partners, some vendors, some guests, All Hands Meeting participants. We've had BPSs, so we've flown in a number of BPSs. We've had several culture team members, and so on and so forth, executives, and all the various different types of people. So over 25 All Hands Meetings, we've had a whopping 129 guests. So it's really cool. We have over 4,000 volunteer hours combined for the show. So to put on a show like this, obviously it takes a lot of manpower, a lot of work, whether it's production, whether it's lighting, whether it's time, whether it's live stream, whether it's actually physically making the stage and putting this together and dismantling it afterwards. There's over 4,000 hours of Roma volunteered. No one is actually paid above and beyond to do this. They do it because it's a calling for them, and it's a part of our culture. So over 4,000 hours there. And I love this quote by Maya Angelou, and this quote states that every journey begins with a single step. And I think you've heard this before, or you may have heard it differently, like something along the lines of, in a year from now, you'll be happy that you started your diet today. Have you ever heard that one before? If you haven't, there you go. But that journey is our journey. The All Hands Meeting journey wasn't easy. At the beginning, we had a little well, it was a conference call, and then we thought we upgraded to a little mic and a little webcam, and then from there we kind of had drapery, and from drapery then we had lattice, and then from lattice we built the stage, and then from the stage we got some lights because we all looked pale and yellow, and then we got some real audio because our audio was not working, and then we got a live stream team and an awesome production team and all the various things to make this show possible today. So our all hands meeting journey, I want to take you through this journey of over 25 all hands meetings. And if you recall, after the first one, no one knew what the meeting was. In fact, we didn't know what to call it. We just called a meeting. It was at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'll never forget it. It was in the showroom. I was sweating because I'd never spoken to our own team before. And the rest is history, as they say. So let's take you down this journey. So if you recall some of these photos with John Lorendi and Vicky, when they were showcasing some of our new marketing tactics. When we talked about progress equals happiness, and how if you're not progressing in your life, or if you want happiness, the one key ingredient is progress. We've had many of halftime shows. This is Joey's, believe it or not, 40th birthday, several all hands meetings ago, and the team brought some cake, and it was a lot of fun. And if you recall, we threw some cake on Joey's face. It was a lot of fun. We had special guests like Travis from 360 Insights, who we've helped in their culture. Early on, if you recall, a friend of mine there who we kind of started this culture journey together, he died abruptly at 41 years old. So then Travis came in and really talked to us, and that was really cool. Michelle Anderson, so we brought in BPS's. She just happened to be from Michigan, and we flew her in, and we gave her a bouquet, as you can see there, of what else? Molding. And then we had the whole sash and the crown and the confetti, and I mean, really, really memorable moments. We also had the birth of Roma Wish here live at one of the all hands meetings, where we showed you what we've done in Haiti. And this is one of the photos from the video. Who can forget this? When you put people at Roma to a challenge, they really step up. So this is one of our first burger smashes where John Guerreri, shattered all records at a minute and I think 38 seconds for a Big Mac, fries, and a drink. And that record still stands today, although Spano, where is she? You came close, Spano. Who could forget this moment? I just love this photo. I mean, by the way, I was doing these photos last night. Really great photo with Mary, 30 years with a company. It's a big deal. And we celebrated her 30th live on stage here. These are memories that will never go away. We gave her flowers. I think we had a tiara, but it fell off. And certainly confetti cannons and all that fun stuff. And who could forget all the various different people that made these shows possible, from Olga and Michael to Caroline and Bertelson and Jesua and all the various different people who have adorned this stage. Speaking of Michael, we have Michael up there with Tony Vescio, the Vesh. If you recall, they were talking about the warehouse redesign over a year ago. Would you say that from what we stated in the warehouse redesign to what it is today, would you be proud of that? Show a clap of hands. Absolutely. And also Tanya, our customer care wizard of WOW. Where's Tanya? Thought I'd put you on the spot there. She did her cameo. I think she did really good, by the way. She did her cameo at the last All Hands meeting, and obviously that went really well. So, folks, I just want to take this moment and thank each and every one of you. From Olga today, Michael, William, Joey, Melissa, Anthony, Scola in the back, Radia for helping out today, all the various different people who put this together, from all the speakers to the long hours of practice to the, to making it perfect, to ensuring the lighting is perfect, to the sound, to the people at YouTube, to everything. I mean, we are nothing if we don't have great people, and our all hands meetings are the best testament. It's the best show to the world what's possible when you bring together great people. Magical things do happen. So I want to take you through to today. Today's July 12th. I can't believe it, 2018. So to give you context, we've already rifled through 192 days of this year. I did turn 40 this year, so you know what that means, right? So the clock is starting to tick. If I have 80 years left, I have 40. I have just over 2,000 weekends left in my life. So that's really discerning, especially when you look at that 192. You know, we just fry 192 days and say we'll do something later. But the fact of the matter is there's so much more time and every day is so precious. So I want to give you a kind of an update as to where we are or where we have been since our last all hands meeting. So here's what the update looks like. So since the beginning of the year, we've hired on 17 new team members, and you know, that's no simple feat. That was done by Olga with Marianne as well, and the various different leaders who are doing interviewing, as well as for the other various different team individuals on our team, because we do culture vets, where we put that new candidate in a room, and we have a cross-sectional team put together that just pepper that person in regards to culture. You know, will they fit our culture? And the truth of the matter is, they could pass every single interview, but if the team gets together and they say that this person doesn't fit our culture, well, then they're not hired. And William's a testament to that. William went through a grueling interview process. He interviewed, I think, with Olga twice, with me once, Michael, Joey, and a few others, and then again a cross-functional team. And he made it through. So well done. So 17 new team members, everything from onboarding to ensuring their first week and month and first 100 days are great here at the company. We're very proud of that, and it's also a sign that the company is moving forward. Customer care, since Tanya's not doing a cameo today, I thought I'd shine a light on some of the great things that they've accomplished over the last little while. So to date, we've had weekly we have 3,400 service interactions with our partners. Right? That's a huge deal. So for the BPSs in the room, take note, that's 3,400 people calling. So when you're calling, I know it's very urgent, but there's 3,400 other people, 3,399 other people calling in. But the fact of the matter is the team has done really well. And to date, folks, we've done a whopping 95,000 service interactions with our partners. Those numbers are staggering, and we have a team of 13 people. Let's give it up to them, folks. Thought I'd shine a light on some accuracy rates. So our accuracy rate right now is 99.5. We think that's a really great number, other than the 0.5, but we're always working to mitigate that. We're always working on how do we look at bringing that closer to 99.8 or 99.9. You know, perfection is impossible when there's human intervention, but we think 99.5 is a pretty great mark. How do we excel? You know, a lot more training, a lot more automation, a lot more online ordering. Those things, tend to decrease errors. Fax machines tend to increase errors because you can't really see clearly on the fax. But I'm very proud of the team and how far they've come in regards to accuracy. We've also have a current grade of service at 96%. We think that's a very, very great number. This number is created by our customer care team, so it's an algorithm made up of various different components. So it's not just one component. There's the average speed of answers placed in there, and there's a number of different attributes. Now, if anybody in the company wants to know what goes into this number, I kindly ask you to, raise your hand or walk over or call either Lizette or Tanya, and they'd be more than willing to walk you through to understand how we exactly get to that number. Because I think that, understanding the numbers are what gives you great power. So our current average speed of answer is 41 seconds. So our goal is 40 seconds. Now, if anybody's been on hold for 40 seconds, it's not the greatest feeling, but we think that, achieving a 40-second number is not an easy feat, certainly, but the team I'm very proud of has hit a 41-second average speed of answer thus far this year, and I couldn't be more proud. They're on the ball, they're always attentive, they're working very hard to ensure that our customers aren't waiting more than that 40-second mark. I want to shift gears a bit. I want to talk a little bit about our cybersecurity. So if you recall, last all hands meeting, on that Friday we had a cyber incident that breached some security measures and affected essentially our infrastructure. I'm very proud to say that no information was breached, meaning no information was taken or compromised. We're very proud of that. But there was some activity that came in, and it essentially shut down our system. So what does that mean? So we've had a third-party an independent third party come in and do a full diagnostic of what actually transpired. And for a number of reasons, some of which we wanted to give to various different partners who have security as a high measure, within their organization. But the good news of all that is no information was taken or stolen or manipulated in any way, shape, or form. Having said that, I gotta bring something to light, because on March 23rd, which was the date, 2018, this team came together. This team came together like I've never seen before in my 20 or 19 and a half years employed at a company. I've never seen a company, regardless of rank or order, come together just to help. We had people here from 1 o'clock in the morning, and in fact, from that cyber attack that happened at 8:30 on that fateful Friday morning, we had people around the clock who stayed here for 3 nights, who slept up in our huddle rooms, who worked around the clock to make sure that we were up and that we were healthy. Some people that come to mind, and I said I wasn't going to mention some, but I have to mention some. The executive team, I don't know what I would have done without them. We had Olga, who was pulling tons of hours. I mean, we were asking, we weren't telling, we were asking people if they could come in and do a shift at 1 a.m. in the morning till whenever they burn out, whenever they get tired. And there were hands flying up where we had people come in at 1 a.m. We had people end shifts at 1 a.m. We had people around the clock entering orders. All our distribution centers had to run out to buy infrastructure. So our DC leaders, way to go. And various different people within those DCs were actually taking those orders and scanning every order through Gmail accounts, and it was a mess. We had Olga, Michael, Teresa, Jesua, Joey, customer care, Tanya, each leader, Mary, Melissa, Marianne, who else? Everybody in IT. I mean, essentially, this whole company was mobilized on one thing, and it was, how are we going to protect Roma? How are we going to get Roma up from where we were? And folks, I'll tell you, the responses I got from the team were remarkable. Some of the responses were, had we not had this culture, I don't think we would have made it. Or, hey, Tony, these were messages that came to me privately. Tony, I've got the back of this company no matter what, and I'm here no matter what you need. Count on me. Or we had BPSs, the BPSs, that's what I don't want to forget. We're calling every customer and saying, hey, this is the challenge we have. Can we take your order either manually, whatever the case may be? And then they calling it in the call center. I mean, it was a nightmare. But I wouldn't be able to be standing here today had it not been for all of you. And I am forever grateful and forever eternally grateful for all the hard work and dedication this team put in. Not to mention all the production individuals that had to try to mix, match orders, because orders were printing and then their labels weren't printing. So order would print at 10 and then a label would print at 2. And we had to try to kind of find a match everything. Nightmare. But the team came together, and I'm very proud that we're able to be here today. So let's put that together. So moving forward, we have and we continue to are working with a third-party team, an IT security company that does infrastructure. They are actually mobilized and have been mobilized over the last, I would say, 90 days or so to take our infrastructure and make sure it's the securest, the fastest, the most optimized. So in the weeks and months to come, you will see things get even stronger and better. We're not hosting anything anymore. So all this will be hosted outside, externally, with huge firewalls and major layers of security. They say, my dad told me this story. It's a fable. In the church in Italy, they had this door, and it was made of gold or gold-plated. There was no alarm on the door, and so someone stole the door. And it was only until they stole the door that they put the alarm in. And I'll tell you folks, at our company, we're going to be making sure that our data, our infrastructure is the most secure as ever. So by next all hands meeting, I'll be surely able to tell you exactly what we're doing and exactly what we're not doing. And believe me, you will feel it. Okay, I want to move forward a bit in operations. So a few of us have been working diligently through operations, and Michael will be giving you a brief as to what has happened in operations. So thus far, we've sold over 3.6 million linear feet of molding. It's a huge deal since January. We're very, very proud of that number. And of which we've also sent out 128,000 corner samples. It's a huge number, 128,000 corner samples to our partners, but it gets better. We've also had 67 new items this year, and we've also, of those 67, we've sold over 60,000 linear feet of that molding thus far, so within about a 4-month to 5-month period. And of just the new launch items alone, we've had over 87,000 corner samples just of those 67 items, which represents roughly 70% of all our corner samples going out were new product. And the great news about that is for the 99.9%, it's all been in stock and continues to be in stock across all warehouses. So we should be very proud of our operations team. Let's put it together. And lastly, I want to state that we've had an average lead time for corner samples of 12 days. So if anybody's in the industry and you know, that's not easy in itself. So 12 business days is a lead time. In Toronto right now, I think we're sitting around 7 or 8 days. Don't quote me, but I believe it's 7 or 8 days. Joy, am I right? Yeah. Thank you. So between 7 and 8 days. In LA, we are at 15 days. Atlanta right now, we're working through a few things. Atlanta is doing a few corner samples, but they're focused on various different things. So California and Toronto are taking all corner samples at this time. So folks, you may have seen this, or a teacher may have told you this, or someone or a parent, that success is like this beautiful graph upwards. Well, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but success looks more like this. You could still win, but it doesn't have this straight line across or this upward momentum motion, very smooth sailing and all those fun things. I like to believe not only through our 25 all hands meetings, but what we've went through some of our cybersecurity, with some new hires, with some people that left, with some new moldings, with the changing of some different products and services. Folks, it looks a lot more like this and a lot less like the latter. But the good news is success is upon us, and we'll share with you what that looks like a little later in the show. So if any of you have been up north, you know that this is an iceberg, and I'm not sure if you've ever heard about the iceberg kind of theory, but an iceberg is beautiful to see, and it kind of is this mass of ice and sculpted from Mother Nature. It's so beautiful and pristine, but really we don't see what's below. And hence the iceberg illusion comes in. So at the top, you see success. It's all pretty and it's all pristine. But what people don't see in the background is all the dedication and the hard work and the determination and the goodwill and the teamwork and some of the disappointments and fails and some of the trials and tribulations and some of the victory and champagne and some of the crying and some of the victories. You know, I think one of the worst things that can happen to people is they're scrolling through Instagram and seeing everybody's perfect life. Well, life isn't like that. It's a good moment in your life, but the fact is, don't be fooled by the illusion. You can have success, you can have, and whatever success looks like in your life, for some it looks like a Porsche in the driveway, for others it looks like beautiful friends, but it takes a whole lot of stomach, a whole lot of perseverance, a whole lot of work to get to where it's at. And I felt that this was very important to show our team, because this is what we've done. This is what we've done together. This is not about me. This is not about Michael or Olga or William or Joey. This is about all of us, how we've worked hard and how we've worked together to overcome whatever challenges come our way. So at this juncture, folks, I want to switch a little bit. That was a bit of an update. I want to switch a little bit and talk to you about our recent Italy trip. So a few of us went to Italy, and every June we go to Italy, or at least I go to Italy 3 times a year, to either design product, or we go for QC, or for inspiration, or whatever you call it. But we go 3 times a year, and the June one is actually when we go and we bring our photography and video crew. And so that's what we did. We brought Daniel, our videographer, we brought Paul, our photographer and graphic, and we also brought Daniela. So Daniela's in procurement, and it was really interesting to see Daniela. So Daniela was actually on the floor leafing and understanding the product, understanding the processes, because it's easy, right? Hey, I want 7,000 linear feet of this gold leaf product. And we think, elves come from the North Pole and they bang shit out, and then 7,000 feet come, right? So in an effort to understand and have compassion, you got to be on the floor. And Daniela, I got to say, shocked me, and she got right on the floor and was learning every different nuance of the business, understanding how do you sand, why do you sand it this way, how do you do this, what's the patina, how do you leaf, can I try? And that was really awesome to see. Daniela is also Italian by birth, and she's now, we'll call it 25% Canadian, but she was really instrumental in the video with Daniel, so kudos to Daniela, for helping out, and this will make a lot more sense in a minute. Paul was capturing a lot of the photos and a lot of those essential moments with handcraftedness, also working with Daniel to get that video perfect. Daniel was working really hard. Temperature was really hot, and they were in those factories trying to get the perfect shot. So as you can see there again, them working with some of the engineers and craftsmen. And we also got to, Daniel brought a drone, so we got to do some really, really cool drone footage. And if anybody's ever used a drone, it's really cool because it draws a lot of attention. This just happens to be in the foothills of Tuscany, but we actually brought it into a town called San Gimignano, an old, ancient 14th century fortress. And we actually put the drone down. It went up, and people were going, drones, and it was amazing. But the footage that we got from that is just miraculous. And if anybody knows Italy, we ate a little bit, and I'd like to say Daniel and Paul ate a little bit of pasta, a little bit of vino, and a whole lot of Coca-Cola. So as you can see there, but all joking aside, it was a pleasure to spend the better part of a week with them, and they worked really hard, early mornings. I mean, to get the sunrise in Italy, you got to get up at 5:30 in the morning to get sunrise, and they were there, and they wanted to get sunset, so they were right there. Just a ton of work. And then this is a great photo. So this is a photo that we took with one of our partners, folks. We're a family-run and operated business. That's why we call it the Roma family. Other corporations can claim family, but there's no soul of the organization. There's some shareholders, and they press some levers, and then shit happens. This is a family. This is all in. And our partners, so our Italian vendors and our artisans are from family. So obviously you see me there with my father. You'll see Fabio, he owns one of the artisan shops with his father. They've been doing this business forever. And in the middle is his brother, who recently joined the company. He was doing different things, but got really passionate about what Fabio and what we were doing with the business, so he joined. And then his sister was there, and heck, they bring the little dog too, so dog's running around. And then you obviously see, some of the other folks, Daniela and Daniel, and obviously Paul. Paul's certainly family, but he was taking the shot. So, but you're there, Paul. We love you, brother. They say a team is not a group of people who work together. It's a group of people who trust one another. I'm going to say that again. A team is a group of people who trust one another. I've had the pleasure of playing soccer all my life. And if I didn't trust that goalie, or if I didn't trust that right winger or that center, I wouldn't be able to do my job as right wing or left wing. And this company is no different. I'm trusting right now in the video and photography and the live stream team. You're trusting right now our infrastructure. But together, folks, together, how we bring our products to life, how we move, inspire, and wow, how we do whatever we do is through trust. So think of your own individual departments. Think of customer care and finance and credit and marketing and IT. The trust between one another is what makes the magical things come together. So folks, without further ado, I would like to play our most recent full feature film of Made in Italy and what it means to make a product in Made in Italy. And as time goes on, these videos become more cherished and more special because there's less and less people making product in Italy. And there's less and less product that is made in Italy specific to our industry. So sit back, take a look. We think you're going to love it.
Mi chiamo Fabio e sono un artigiano, faccio il mio mestiere praticamente da sempre, saranno 30 anni, ho cominciato nella bottega di mio padre che mi ha insegnato quest'arte. Faccio questo lavoro con grande passione perché mi dà gioia, mi piace, mi diverto a fare le cornici, a inventare i colori, a inventare le forme, il design. Mi dà divertimento. Di questo lavoro mi piace il fatto che non è mai tutto uguale e non è mai sempre uguale. Anche se si fanno sempre le stesse cornici, ogni cornice è unica ed è diversa dalle altre. Il processo per creare un nuovo articolo è molto lungo, può durare anche mesi. Si parte da un'idea, si parte da un'intuizione, per poi realizzare i prototipi, i primi articoli, i colori, le finiture, si mette a punto e dopo un anno, forse anche di più, si crea il prodotto. Ma la vera ricetta è tanto lavoro duro, tanta perseveranza e un mare di amore e passione.
Mi ha spinto a diventare un artigiano la voglia di passare più tempo con mio padre. E chi fa questo lavoro tende a sacrificare il proprio tempo libero. Mio padre lo faceva e io per stare vicino a lui facevo il lavoro che faceva lui. L'artigiano oggi è più bello, secondo me, di fare l'artigiano 40 anni fa. C'è la tecnologia che ti aiuta, i tempi moderni aiutano l'artigianato, quindi c'è uno stimolo in più oggi. Mi piace vedere una cornice grezza e poi vederla finita conoscendo tutti i passaggi. È iniziato così per gioco e adesso è diventata una passione, quindi spero di continuare ancora a fare questo lavoro per tanto tempo.
mi chiamo Carlo Borghini, sono un artigiano in Toscana, nella nostra bella Toscana, ed è tutta la vita che faccio questo lavoro. Ho iniziato fin da piccolo seguendo mio padre, che mi ha portato sempre in azienda ad aiutarlo a lavorare con lui. Io continuo a fare questo lavoro perché sono spinto dall'emozione e dalla passione che ho acquisito fin da quando ero piccolo. Mi piace di questo lavoro l'emozione, l'emozionalità che mi sprigiona dentro, che mi dà la forza per creare sempre cose nuove, innovare, inventare insieme agli amici, ai collaboratori con i quali io divido questa passione. Made in Italy è tutto quello che è spinto fondamentalmente dall'emozione, dalla passione.
Per me Made in Italy significa fare, lavorare senza uno standard.
Per me Made in Italy significa qualità.
Che è la tradizione che noi abbiamo tramandato dai nostri nonni, bisnonni. Questo l'abbiamo dentro ed è quello che ci fa differenti, quello che ci spinge a creare sempre qualcosa di unico.
Seguendo quello che è il bagaglio di ogni artigiano, la passione e la capacità che può avere su un tipo di lavorazione. Fatto quello è nato il Made in Italy.
È uno stile di vita, è l'eccellenza.
Questo per me è Made in Italy.
Hands together for that video. So special thanks to Daniel, who shot the footage, and you've seen a lot of that drone footage. It was just magnificent footage, and the weather cooperated. To Paul Mitchell, who really helped co-direct that film, to Melissa, who helped produce the film, and I know Radia gave a lot of her input around copy and emotion. And you know, that video, while one person can make it, it takes an army to bring it to life so it has a soul. And it's just so beautiful to see, and I'm forever grateful. So thank you guys for doing that. You know, the Made in Italy video, it really, I hope it touches you as it touches me. You see these people talk about, and I hope you can get the subtitles quickly, but how it was their father's passion, and how this is now their passion, or it was their grandfather's passion, and now it's their passion. And they do it, you know, not necessarily to get rich. They do it out of passion first, because money comes. When you're doing something out of passion, money's a byproduct of it. But if you put your heart and your soul into anything you're doing, you can't fail. And you can see in their eyes. I tell everybody you can fake a lot of body language around strength, but you can't fake someone's eyes and their emotions in their eyes. And when they're talking, they mean it. We didn't have no scripts for them. We didn't know what they were going to say. We don't have that budget to do a full feature film. This is, tell me what it means to make a product in Italy. Tell me why you make a product. Tell me why, you know, you choose to be an artisan in Italy making picture frame moldings. Why? And that's why this video can come to life as such. And so I want to also call up to the stage someone who's helped inspire me through this journey, someone who's taught me a lot in this business. And like those individuals, I'm following in many respects his footsteps. So at this juncture, I'd like to call up John Guerreri. Please put your hands together, folks.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, everyone. First of all, it's a pleasure being here once in a while. But I want to thank you for all the support you've been giving us. We know a little bit of difficulties, but we pull it through. But I want everybody to know, you, my people on LA, Atlanta, and New Jersey, that we're on this 100%. I want to take this opportunity also to thank all my customers that been with us for 35 years, and to know that we're here stronger than ever, that we had this trip in Italy, and I want you to stay tuned for the new launch in January. It's an exciting line full of beautiful molding, and again, stay tuned for. But I want to take the opportunity to thank also this team that we have here and all of you for doing an excellent job, starting from Tony and all the team around him, Michael and everybody, the whole team, that they do an excellent job. And it's a pleasure to be behind them and watching them and doing such an excellent and good job. I want to thank you so much.
Thanks. Well, before you go, I actually asked my dad to come up on stage to say a few words. You know, my dad is, let's call it early 60s, looks great, feels great, and has stated, I don't know, since you joined the company, specifically when you became CEO, I thought it was going to work less, but I work more. And that's the truth. And that's because, you know, we collaborate on a lot of things together, and we work, and we're able to do all this great stuff together. You know, I wanted John to come up here so you all know, and our BPSs and our distribution centers and leaders and customers and partners, John has always been with us. He's every day in this office. He's taking a slightly different role around product development. So as John indicated, we went to Italy, and some of the new engineering products that we're bringing are breathtaking, and we'll be launching those, you know, in the very, very near future. But I wanted you to be here and you know, to remind the team what you went through, you know, when you first started the business, and how there was trials and tribulations. And because, you know, we talk every day, and he'll say, you know, yeah, you know, you might have this, but we had this. I'll say, yeah, no, I know, but you might have had this, but we had this. So what I take away from that is there's always going to be a challenge. But what you do in face of that challenge, who you surround yourself with, will ultimately dictate that outcome. So I don't know if you want to say anything around that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the problem, they didn't just start today. The problem, they were always there, one problem on another. And so when he comes to me and say, Dad, we have this issue, okay, we're going to resolve it. It's not the first time. I mean, being around for 35 years, we always had problem that can be resolved. And, you know, if there is some wall, we break it, we go through, and we resolve it together, and we move on. So, and I am very, very proud of him that he takes the same approach that I do. Nothing would stop us. No wall, no bricks, no nothing. So, and again, I'm very, very honored to have my son and my girls and my nephew, my brother-in-law, that we are a team that through all of them, we're unstoppable. And again, you're going to see January, this new line. And you know, as you can see the trip that we did, we worked hard. Well, I got to say we ate hard too. I know. So, but I'm really proud of all of you, and thank you so much for believing in us, you, our customer, and everybody in the world, and our supplier. Okay.
Let's give it up for John. Thank you. Thanks, Lord. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, as you can see, things happen in the all-hands meeting. Some are sporadic. I asked my dad to come up this morning, so that was not planned. There is no script on that you can create. That was from the heart and the gut, and that's this company, and that's what makes Roma day one the greatest company, and 34 years later, the same damn great company. So let's move forward a bit. We have a new 2018 summer collection we are launching here live. We did this last time, and we actually got some orders from the stage. It was actually Doris. So Doris, no pressure, but let's see what you can do this year. So we have 2 new collections, folks, and we have 16 new products. So usually a summer is a lighter launch of product. January we launched 67, and right now we're launching a whopping 16 new products. So we got a little video to introduce these products. Take a look.
We are pleased to unveil our newest and much anticipated additions to the Lavo and Ravello collections. Our 2018 summer collection is the result of a dedicated team driven to create the world's most beautiful picture frames. Everything we produce is created by carefully selecting materials of the highest grade. From natural wood and glue to superior colorants, foils, and leafing, no detail is too small in our continuous pursuit to ensure that every molding we create is a work of art. Inspired by the decorated works of Renaissance artists, our new Lavo collection juxtaposes a traditional profile with the glimmer of a modern lacquer finish. Our Ravello collection is crafted through a gradual layering technique designed to highlight the subtle texture behind a veneer of gold and silver. I am both thrilled and proud to introduce our partners to these outstanding new designs, which define two of our most sought-after collections. We hope you enjoy these moldings as much as we've enjoyed bringing them to life.
Folks, we've launched 2 collections. Yeah, let's put it up. So our first collection I want to go through right now live. Our first collection is our Lavo collection. It's a beautiful collection and highlights 5 various colors. New to the Lavo family is our beautiful powder pink. I feel like Vanna White, but it's our beautiful powder pink. And as you can see there is our very powder blue. Very, very soft pastels. We've done some research. We've worked with some various different paint companies, and we're very, very happy with the depth and consistency of this. This also has an allure and a nice shimmer to the product. We have 5 different colors, 2 profiles, and 5 photo frames. So that's the cross section that I'm showing you here. So we have 2 different size actual moldings. This is the larger one, and then we obviously have the smaller one that was on the stage. Now the beauty with what we've done is we've taken a somewhat traditional profile and we've given it a lot more meat, so a lot more wood. We've modified the end of it. We've slightly modified the face of it, and certainly we made some major modifications to the lip to give it a little bit more of a classic feel, but a new contemporary feel at the same time. This is a cross section of it, so you can see it kind of has that milky feeling to it, but very, very subtle and very pretty. These are the different colors that we have. So we have the pink, the blue, white, this electric illuminated aluminum, and certainly our black, which is very dense. Ravello, another great collection. The collection continues to do well, and we're adding that to collections that obviously have been sought after, and obviously that we've given a lot of, or have been received a lot of feedback both from our customers and our BPSs. So Ravello's a beautiful collection. It's a take on water gilding finish. So for the artisans, our frame shops in the room, you certainly understand what a water gild product is. It has a beautiful allure, beautiful shimmer. This is a multi-layering approach to veneers to get this finish. It's juxtaposed with some beautiful black and placed on finger joint pine. It is simply a stunning product. Again, it's available in 2 colors. You've seen the silver and you've seen the gold, 3 profiles and 4 photo frames. So I showed you the cross section of this, as well as the detail. As you can see, the depth in that product as we layer various different colorants and motifs on it. You can see that there's some depth into our products. And that's the gambit of the color scheme. So some will be concave, as you've seen, and some will be convexed. But a really tight little collection, a lot of great rabbit height, and we think we've nailed the mark on this collection. So all are 100% made in Italy, folks, as John indicated. 100% exclusive Roma designs, and I can assure you it was made with 100% love. We also have, folks, because I know I'm going to get this question, how much feet in stock? So we have 110,000 linear feet of 16 moldings. Do the math, that's a lot of feet. We also are live right now online. So if a partner wants to place an order, or if Doris wants to make it 2 times in a row, she could do so by ordering online right now. And last but certainly not least, we are ready to ship. I have to do a huge shout out to production. They've managed to get all our samples cut well in advance, all the sample kits well in advance. Our BPSs, I know we've checked a million times. Every single BPS has everything they need, and I mean everything, to hit the road as quick as adjourning this all hands meeting. So if there are any questions on our sales team about anything, surely look at all your marketing collateral, but feel free to call myself or John. So happy selling, folks. We think this collection is going to do really well. And another surprise we're doing here live at the all hands meeting is we're doing a contest. So it's an Instagram contest. So for our BPSs out there, you'll be given full instructions. We want to keep it a surprise. Full instructions of what this contest will look like. So it's a contest of such. You have to follow us or like us on Instagram. You also have to post a picture of a frame, either with Roma, meaning it has to be a Roma frame. So it's either a job you did for a customer or a corner sample or something really cool, but you have to post. And last but not least, you have to mention at Roma Moulding in the comment and hashtag it so we know you did it. You'll enter a draw, and there will be every month from now to the end of this year a $250 promotional gift prize for each partner. So contest details are going to be made live today. BPSs, stay tuned. We'll give you more as it goes. So this is how it looks. So some of our partners have already been doing this. So our first ever draw will be held at the end of August. So because we're midway through July, we'll give you a little bit more, 45 days. But every month we'll pick a new winner. And this is what someone did from Kelly Gallery and Woodbury. And they liked Roma Moulding. They actually mentioned Roma Moulding, and they actually hashtagged Roma Moulding, and they actually put one of our newest collections from January. Doesn't have to be a new collection. We just think that was really cool, but we want to show you how that looks. So very simply put. So my gratitude, before I pass on the stage, because I've been talking a lot up here, my gratitude, it's so huge, it's so wide, I don't even know where to begin. But I want to do one mention. There's so many, but I want to do one. I want to give gratitude to Michael Pilata for his work and his efforts in assisting in operations over the last little while. Even when Tony Vescio was here, I know you were behind the scenes and making that happen. Michael is my right hand, as well as Olga, as well as, William will be. But I can't thank you enough, Michael, for your hard work and your dedication, your passion. We don't always see eye to eye all the time, but that's what I love. And we don't take it to heart. We'll argue. We'll disagree. You guys know that. But we never disrespect one another. And we always come back together, and sometimes he wins and sometimes I win, and we go forward. But we make a great team. Michael's been with us 12 years, 12 years, a big commitment to our company. And at this juncture, I want to, salute you and thank you for your hard work. So thank you. Speaking of Michael, let's give a warm welcome to Michael Pilata.
Thank you, Tony. It's great to be back up here again. It's a pleasure being in front of each and every one of you at another All Hands meeting. All Hands meeting 25. Time flies. It seems like only yesterday that we were sitting in front of the little camera doing our first show. Now we fast forward. Look where we've come. Big stage, lights, big cameras, and still a little nervous. As Tony mentioned, over the past several months, I've been involved with the ops team, assisting them in every which way I can. And I just want to go through a couple of operational goals so that we can review and see how we've done over the past several months. When we set those operational goals, the KPIs, we set them back in the later part of 2017. And we set them at rates that were attainable but not easily achievable. At Roma, we always try to set the bar high in order to challenge us in every which way. So let's look at some of the KPIs. The first KPI that we look at is the fill rate. I know we've gone through the definition several times before, but I felt it was important that we looked at the definition once again. And it's defined as represents the number of orders that are completely filled and delivered on time. So in order to hit on the fill rate, if an order has 15, 20 lines, each line must be filled and delivered on time. So our current fill rate for the first 6 months of the year, our goal that we set was 94%. So again, as I mentioned, we always like to set the bar high. Our first 6 months, we're currently at 90%. Not where we want to be, a little bit lower than what we were hoping for, but again, I'm very confident by the end of the third quarter, we'll be near or at our goal. We've had some challenges over the first couple of months. As Tony mentioned, we had our cyber situation, and that affected us. However, over the past week or so, I'm very happy to announce that we've been averaging over 93%. So again, I'm very confident that by the end of the third quarter, we'll hit our goal. And so kudos to all those involved, from our pickers, our cutters, our joiners, those that package, those that ship, our invoicing, everybody, for hitting at least above 90%. So let's have a big round of applause for them. Some of the improvements that we're looking at in order to improve our fill rate is expanding our cutoff times, implementing our warehouse management system. We've been talking about it. It's underway. We're looking at ordering RF guns, and that's going to improve the whole efficiency process, as well as expanding and continuously monitoring our inventory controls. Another KPI that we've set is our cost of poor quality, or COPQ. Our current goal is at 5%, and we are at 6%. So again, we're not at our goal, but when we set our 5% goal, trust me, that was much lower than what we had achieved in 2017. So setting 5%, again, sitting at a high bar, and we're at 6%. Now, I can rest assure you that over the past couple of weeks, our returns and replacements have substantially decreased. The reason this is at 6% is we're being more proactive and aggressive. We're looking at our defective molding in our aisles, and we're removing it ASAP. We're not waiting to look, to ship, etc. We're taking it right out of inventory, so it's hitting our financial records quicker than waiting for returns and replacements. We're also looking at our cycle counts. We're being very aggressive with our cycle counts and also with the waste factor. So again, although we're at 6% currently, with all the changes that we've made, we're going to see that number drop quickly. Some of the areas that we continue to look at and monitor is we have our 13-point quality check. We have our quality inspection program, which includes the quality cards, and that is one of the main reasons why our returns and replacements, especially seconds, etc., have dropped drastically. And as well as we continue to train all those involved with respect to quality. We've said it before, and we'll say it again, our main focus in 2018 is quality. And you'll see a huge impact and a huge improvement as the months progress. Another KPI is 93% current average on-time delivery. That's company-wide. So a big hand for all our DCs. Hitting 93% is a great figure. LA is at 95%. We have New Jersey at 92%. We have Atlanta at 90%, and we have Toronto at 94%. So again, a big congratulations to all the DCs for hitting above 90% on our on-time delivery. That's right, big round of applause. Now we're just going to give a quick DC update on what our DCs are doing. So we have in California, we have Anthony. There's a great picture of Anthony and the LA team, and they're working on several projects. One in particular is the warehouse realignment. They're looking at bringing all together the discontinued molding in one area, as well as looking at their aisles, putting the high movers closer to the saws so that we reduce the picking time. He's also looking at doing a lean event to clean up the warehouse, to create more space for more inventory and more packaging materials. In New Jersey, with Brian and his team, they're currently working on the racking system. The racking system now installed. And now what Brian is doing, he's taking all the items off the floor, for example, the pallets of stretcher bar, the packaging material, putting them up on the racks, again, creating more warehouse space. And he's also looking at revamping the showroom with respect to the samples that they have there, that they're available for our local BPSs to bring in partners. And so he's revamping the whole showroom to give it a better appeal to all our partners. Atlanta. In Atlanta, we have Gary King and his people. And as Gary refers it to Hotlanta. So again, they're also working on the warehouse realignment. They're looking at taking out the small pieces of molding that are in the aisles. So in order to ensure that our SAP system is correct for inventory purposes so that Daniela has a better vision of what to order and we know that the numbers are accurate. And he's also looking at the corner sample department. We're again revisiting the whole area of corner samples, manpower, equipment, in anticipation of volume so that we can address it in Atlanta. And last but not least, Toronto. Here's a great overview picture of Joey and his team. And here we're looking at Joey's working on with Jesua, working on looking at implementing the Kanban system that's going to assist in ordering materials, etc., on a quicker basis, as well as our capacity models. He'll be working with myself and with the lovely Teresa with respect to looking at efficiencies, time studies, etc., with respect to capacity. Gratitude is the best part of the show for me. So with my gratitude, it's twofold. First one goes out to the ops team from Joey, Anthony, Brian, and Gary, as well as all the members in behind them. And let's not forget the lovely ladies, Daniela, Jesua, and Teresa, for all your support over the past several months. Every time I ran into a stumbling block, I'd call out their names, whoever it would be, would come and assist. We'd work together. It was a great team effort. So I thank you very much for all your support over the past several months. Thank you. And lastly, I also like to, let's not forget my background, finance. I'd like to thank the finance team, starting with the credit ladies, Cedith, Emily, Jennifer, as well as Oscar, Erica, and Mary. I was a bit absent. That's right. Let's hear it for them. I was a bit absent for the past couple of months, focusing on operations. However, no doubt in my mind, I know they had me covered. They never miss a beat. Day to day, their dedication, their commitment, they assure that everything that needs to get done gets done, whether I'm there or not. So I'm very grateful to each and every one of you for your dedication, your commitment, and your support. Thank you very much. As I always mention, there's my contact information, my number, 344, my email address. Call me, come see me. Let's talk anytime, any place, wherever. Don't be hesitant. I love to hear what each and every one of you have to say. I'm always open to listen to suggestions, recommendations. I keep reinforcing that we're here as a team, and the only way we're going to win is as a team, and we need to continue working as a team. So, again, thank you. At this point, I'd like to bring in a new member that we have in our audience, a special Roma welcome. Let's give it up for our new Director of Ops, William Blaine.
Thank you, Michael. It's a pleasure to be here. As Michael said, my name is William Blaine. I'm the new Director of Operations here at Roma. I've been with the company for about a week, and I'm thrilled to be here. It's funny, I had a script ready. I rehearsed all night, and I was up till 2 in the morning. But now that I've been here and I've lived the whole thing, this is wild. I mean, I've been here 3 days, and I'm up here on a stage, and to watch the setup here and everybody just jumping in and doing everything and seeing John come up here and the passion and excitement here, I just can't wait to see where the road takes us, because it just doesn't happen anywhere else. I've never, and I'm old, so. Little history on me. I'm married and have a wonderful son. That's my beautiful wife, Sylvia, and my son, Memphis. My son is enamored, fascinated, preoccupied with anything with a motor. Planes, trains, spaceships, anything. So when I'm not at work, my life consists of going to car shows, train shows, plane shows, space shows, anything with a motor, I'm there. For me, moving forward, my goals here is to listen and learn. I want to listen to you guys. I want to learn from you guys and get everything I can from you. And my door is always open. Come and talk to me about anything. Building relationships with you, building relationships with our partners, And third, collaborate to win. I want to work together with everybody so that we move forward together and we win together. My contact information, extension 334, my email address, and anytime, feel free to call me, contact me. I'm always available. At this point, I want to turn it back over to Tony.
Thank you. So let's give it up for William, guys. His first time on the all hands meeting stage. So it looks really easy from that seat, but it's not very easy standing up here live to a couple hundred people on the internet, and there's like a 6-second delay, so it's not a lot of time to fly off the stage. So William, you did really good, and we're very pleased to have you on the team. And we know, you know, with the help of this team and your collaboration, we'll hit new heights. We'll challenge. I hope you challenge us even harder, and I hope you help, you know, move, inspire, and wow this company further than we've ever been. So, you know, we're happy to have you in the company. So thank you. So at this point, if we could do a stretch, if everybody can get up. It's right before that halftime show. So typically we do a stretch. We usually do the arms up. If everybody could follow me, and then we usually do a side swing, and then we do a side swing, and then can you just do this for me? Okay, I just wanted a standing ovation, so thank you. All right, you guys can all sit down. So we have an awesome halftime show. I have to. So Joey was going to do the halftime show, but he's going on tour. So due to rights and copyrights, we can't have him on the show yet. But he's really, really damn good. And he does have a band, and I'm really proud of you, brother, for following your passion. And you know I tell you, but I want everybody to know, I'm proud of you for following your passion. So, yeah. All right, so halftime show. It's a lot of fun. Take a look.
Welcome to our first and ever all-hands meeting at Roma Moulding here at this company. We want to improve communication to all of you, and that's our commitment. That's what we want to do. Hey, I just want to begin by welcoming everybody again to our second all-hands meeting.
Welcome and good morning to our fourth all-hands meeting.
This is our 10th all-hands meeting. It's our 12th all-hands meeting. Welcome to the 14th all-hands meeting. This is our 14th one. You heard me. 19. We have an all hands meeting 21 on the go. Folks, we're at all hands meeting 22. Hands meeting 23. Welcome to all hands meeting 24, folks. That's right, you heard it. Yeah, give it up, 24 all hands meetings. After the first one, we never thought we'd go past it, but it's testament to who we are. And here we are with an incredible production crew, incredible staff, incredible team with an incredible show in store. Roma Wish, very near and dear to my heart. We did many missions, first one being in Haiti, and we went to New York City at the Bowery mission, then New Orleans, and then lastly you see West Virginia. What a great team. You know, there's also so many good times that we have here, and it's beautiful to see, and those are some of the neat little things we do every day, so amazing, amazing, amazing.
We have an amazing company culture which I'm very proud to represent, and so many wonderful activities, new events, new parties, new fun, new product, all which is very beautiful. But I just want you to get how special you are, all of you, every single human being here at this company. You drive me, you make me want to come to work every day, and I'm just humbled by the experience that you give me.
I think we had a music, you know, kind of screen thing, and we put, we played this because it obviously is the theme, and you see the balloons, it's 25. I'll tell you that excitement or fear that I first had on All Hands Meeting 21 to today to 25, on All Hands Meeting 1 to today at 25, that fear has turned into passion and determination and perseverance and a thrill to never give up. And although we've had so many trials and tribulations throughout the last 25, whether it be audio, video, I remember when we first went streaming live over the internet, we used some service and we didn't know of it, but then when we played it back, every, I think, 25 minutes, there was a beer commercial that came over it. But we didn't know, but it's still there. It's like classic. And there's a theme, folks, that, you know, people give up way too early in life. And people, when it gets hard, they start bailing. I'm telling you, when it gets hard, that's when you're closer to success. And this is just halfway through the all hands meeting. I'll tell you a little bit about that a little later in the show. So, moving forward, I want to talk to you a little bit about sales. Our sales team, our growth team, has been working really hard. They've been fielding a lot of questions over the last little while, specifically over the last 100 days. I got to say they were magnificent in supporting us during certainly the cyber attack, but also, yes, and certainly, you know, throughout the whole year, but, you know, many of which have been with us for 20 years, 25 years, 12 years. I mean, our sales team is really rooted and steeped in tradition, and we got a lot of great people. And salespeople are a different breed, right, Sammy? You just come in at the right time. They're a different breed, right? But we love them, and they're very important to us. And recently, we appointed 2 new sales positions to our company. So the first one we appointed was Lloyd. And Lloyd's a great guy in Northern California. It's right. So in Northern California, blessed to know Lloyd, blessed to play with Lloyd and challenge the crap out of Lloyd. I love Lloyd's humor. I love his tenacity. And this is what Lloyd wants to say to all of you.
Hi, Lloyd Haddad here from San Francisco. The first 100 days that I've been the regional sales leader for Roma have been nothing short of fantastic. We've had a lot of hard work to do, but I'm privileged to work with a fantastic leadership team, especially Tanya, who is our national sales leader. We've got a very robust team of BPSs that we are working with to even strengthen more, and doing things like pop-ups every month to help them become not only better sales reps for you, but also better support for technical and just general support that you may need. I look forward to many years of leading this fantastic BPS team, and you guys have a wonderful day. Thanks.
All right, thank you, Lloyd. And I know Lloyd is watching, so thank you for sending that, Lloyd. We really appreciate that. And next, you may know her, Tanya Santana. She is our national sales leader here at our company. Tanya's been with us well over 8 years and has been working really hard. Tanya's proven herself time in, time out. We met at a trade show in Las Vegas, and if anybody knows Tanya, there were a lot of drinks involved. And little did we know on that faithful day when she was pouring 7 ounces of vodka shots with a splash of, I don't know, water, that we'd be this far. And I can't tell you how proud I am of Tanya. Tanya's, I mean, you can ask Tanya anything about any customer and she knows. She knows their name, she knows their dog's name, she knows their birthday, and she's on top of it. So really proud to have Tanya in the team. I can't wait for her to do a cameo here, but this is the next best thing. Here's what Tanya wants to say.
Hello, Roma family. I'm here with you sharing my first 100 days as national sales leader and also Lloyd's 100 days as regional sales leader. We couldn't be a better Batman and Robin, Oprah and Gail, Will and Grace, if that works for you all. It's just been a really great journey. I think it's a testament to promoting within and finding people within the organization that have the same level of passionate commitment as you do to one another. I really think that that's the recipe for this formula. It's been really great working with Tony, having him as an amazing support to both of us. I just feel that for the first time in a really long time, we have a very cohesive team where the team really believes that we're in it to win it, that we're here to support them, that we're here to drive business, to just really enhance the lives of our people. we just want really great things for all of our personal lives and our professional lives. And I couldn't be doing this journey with anybody better than Lloyd. So here's to another 100 more. I am elated to see what's to come. And I just thank you all for being supportive. Everybody in the organization, everybody in the leadership group, the entire sales team, and even our partners out in our business partners. Everyone has just been really supportive and really great. And I just thank you all for this wonderful opportunity. And I look forward to continuing to do this for a very long time. Take care.
Let's give it up for Tanya, guys. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you very much. And we also look forward to doing it a long time. I would agree. I think the Will and Grace analogy is probably the best one with Lloyd and Tanya. Jekyll and Hyde, I mean, you name it. But certainly I'm blessed to be able to work with two crazy cats who really believe anything is possible. So it's really awesome. So the sales team is working on a few things, so I thought I'd bring that up. It's, as Lloyd stated, we're doing a lot of team training and development, so you'll be seeing that. A lot of custom product development. So for BPSs and partners out there, we do a lot of, and I mean a lot of custom product development for our partners. And the only way you do good custom product development is we're going to be training to ask really pointed questions. So it's amazing what happens when you ask the right questions. Things like business, new business opportunities show up. So a few things that we're working on, and we'll give you a little bit more to come in the latter part of the year. So that brings me to the completion of the sales team section. I do want to put our hands together and call up the lovely Olga Senet.
Thanks, Tony. Hi, everybody. Thank you so much. So all hands 25 for me. Good afternoon, because it's afternoon now, so I can say that. So I'm going to take you through some of the goings-on in culture and talent that Marianne and I are up to. So first off, we actually have 6 opportunities currently available. So if you are someone in this room that knows someone, if you're an employee that would like to refer someone or a team member, remember we have the employee referral bonus program. Or if you're someone out and about who's watching me live right now online, please feel free to reach out to me. This is what we currently have on the go. So we're looking for a customer care specialist to join Tanya and the amazing wizards and wizardesses of WOW to do the 11:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. shift. We're looking for an invoicing coordinator as well for that particular team. So if you're detailed off the charts, I want to talk to you. I'm looking for an inventory clerk. So real detail. You love a spreadsheet. I want to hear from you. And then we actually have 3 BPS opportunities that Lloyd and Tanya are currently helping me with as well. So we have one for the Los Angeles area, we have one for New Jersey, and we have one for Illinois, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. So check us out. This is where you can see them, romamoulding.com/careers. So please reach out to me. So this is very sad that I have to bring this news. Everyone in our organization knows about the lovely Karen Newhouse. Karen was one of our business partners who joined our team last fall, and I'm sure you all remember her, those of you that were here at head office when she visited us. Karen, unfortunately, was not feeling well, had gone to the hospital, and unfortunately had found out too late that she was ravaged by cancer. Karen, unfortunately, my heart is breaking as I'm telling you this, passed away on May 22nd of this year. Those of us that knew her knew of her infectious humor and her love of life, her passion for animals. She actually volunteered at an animal shelter in an animal group. And believe it or not, as recently as this morning, I've been texting with her father, Jerry. Our team has been in close contact, Tanya in particular, with Mr. and Mrs. Newhouse, because obviously this has been a shock to her family as well as her Roma family. So obviously she is, missed by many and has left an indelible impression on our hearts. I'm going to do something I didn't think I was going to do, but her dad actually sent me a couple words via my text, so I'm going to read them. I'm going to try not to get emotional. So this is from her dad, Jerry, actually, this morning. Our daily tears speak of your pains and lost years. Through your time with us was too short. Your warm memory will always be in our hearts. So I just wanted to share that on behalf of their family. And they are now part of the Roma family, and we will continue to support them and keep in touch. And I just wanted to thank all the team members here and all the other DCs for all the heartfelt messages of sympathy that we have sent along to her family. Okay, I was good, I didn't cry. Okay, so now we're gonna, oops, but I'm gonna fall down. Now we're gonna talk about the AHM survey. So further to what Tony had referenced previously and what Michael had referenced, we had a little bit of an issue with regards to a cyber issue, as you guys are all aware. And you all know that we diligently, after each all hands meeting, send out a survey. Unfortunately, last time out, we didn't do that. So guess what? It's a reboot. We're sending out the survey we should have sent out last time. So here's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be 8 questions. As always, we value your feedback and want that information. It's gonna be relatively quick to do. It's gonna take about 5 minutes. What we're gonna do at the DC level, we're gonna email tomorrow and send out tomorrow to everybody that has a Roma email address. We'll send you the link. It's completely confidential. We do it through SurveyMonkey. And at the DC level, we're gonna send all the DC leaders, both the English and Spanish versions, to complete. So here's always my favorite part of the all hands meeting, where I get to introduce the new team members that have started with us since last time out. And this time it's the lucky number 13. So here we go. So here's Will, who you obviously got to know a little bit earlier. So welcome, Will. Day 4, yay. Radia, so Radia actually works in our marketing team, and she does copywriting, and she's our social media strategist. So welcome, Radia, who's actually doing the time today. Welcome. Then we actually have Majid. Majid, come on, customer care. Give him a hand. Let's go, people. Come on. Majid, welcome to the team. Then we actually have Zach, who is our new IT leader. I'm sure many of you have gone to him already for issues, and please continue to do so. So yay, Zach. Then we actually have Gary Brown. Gary, I know you're here. Gary, actually, hello, Gary in row 3. Welcome to the team. Gary's here in our DC on the shop floor as a production team member. Then we actually have Carlos Martinez, and he's one of our Atlanta associates, and I got an opportunity to meet him recently on my last visit, so welcome him. Holly Ann Hernandez. Holly Ann actually is in our LA distribution center in the front office, so welcome, Holly. And then we actually have Kailani. So Kailani is a production team member in Los Angeles, so welcome her to the team. And then we have Denisha Evans. Denisha actually is wonderfully smiley, and she's our office administrator in LA, working closely with Kaylee and the team. And then we actually have Renee Latham. Renee is actually a production team member in the back shop in Atlanta. So welcome to Renee. And then we have Ramon, who is joined the team in New Jersey as a production team associate. So welcome to you, Ramon. And then we have Cameron Villapando in LA. He's also a production associate there. So welcome to him. Love this picture. So this is Kathy Beatty. She looks so alternative. Kathy is our newest BPS, and she's actually based out of the Dallas, Texas area. So welcome to her. So now I'm going to talk about the culture team and all the goings on. And here's a picture we recently took outside because the weather was so beautiful of 4 of the members. So we have the lovely Yvonne, the lovely Sarah, the lovely Jezwa. And excluded from this picture is actually Tony and Marianne too, who they often hustle and do many things for us. So what is culture all about? What is our goal of the culture team? It's not all about events and having an ice cream truck, although that's really nice. Who doesn't want an ice cream? I actually had a candidate here, and Jezwa was kind enough to bring an ice cream up to us during an interview. The guy nearly toppled over. So here's what we do. The Roma Wish mission obviously is the core of every event that we do. So keep that in mind today because, you know, we're going on our mission relatively soon. So if you have some loose change in your pockets, there's actually a box at the back on your way out. You could just drop some in. So obviously everything we do is thinking about the current mission or the next mission and what we can do to go above and beyond, right? Because it's not only about the Roma family, but the Roma family beyond these walls. Culture events and tours, obviously, we continue to do that, and we've actually had quite a few since the last all-hands meeting. So if there's anybody out there that you're interested, please feel free to contact us. We'd love to have you here. And then obviously it's about employee experience. So from the moment that you walk into our doors, are we onboarding appropriately? Are we doing all that we can do? Are we going above and beyond for people? That's what it's basically all about in a nutshell. So now please join me in watching a video about some of the goings on.
comes to food, I'm always excited.
Hell yeah.
This doesn't happen on its own.
We are young, let's be stupid. Just you, me, and the night. The one thing we should know is that we got plenty of time.
How about it?
That we got plenty of time. That we got plenty of time.
There is life. Wherever there is life, there is love. And where there is love, there is life. And here at Roma Moulding, we love.
We are young, let's be stupid. Just you, me, and the night. The one thing we should know is that we got plenty of time.
That was a pretty awesome video. I think Paul Mitchell looked like he was in a food coma at one point. Okay, so upcoming events, what's going on? So we actually have a barbecue here next Thursday, and thanks to many of you who have already volunteered. I just want to make mention of one thing. So the DCs have a budget to do what they feel is appropriate for them. We don't dictate what they're going to do, but they're free to do kind of what speaks to them in their region. So barbecue next Thursday. Then we have Carnival Day. Last time out we had Dunk Tank, so I'm sure we'll do something fun that we can do to the leadership team and earn some great money for Roma Wish. And then we actually have Roma Day, so Roma's birthday, which is going to be September 13th, so the details will follow. It's going to be awesome. So DC visits. I had an opportunity, thankfully, a couple weeks back to go out and visit Atlanta. It was a wonderful experience. Obviously, you know, I'm going to go out and visit the other 2 distribution centers. So Los Angeles and New Jersey, I'm coming to visit you guys soon. Looking forward to it. You know, it's really a great opportunity to go out and meet everybody. I'm the curator of people at the company, so it gives me a chance to get to know people on a very personal level and get to know many things about them and their families and what makes them tick. So I find myself very privileged to be able to do that at our company. So my gratitude this time out, you know, I'm a really lucky person. I always say I feel like I won the lottery getting the job here at Roma because every day is something new and exciting. But my gratitude this time out is for the Atlanta team. So they treated me so well. You know, it's like visiting with family and friends when you go out to the DCs. And I got to know some people on a more personal level this time out because I went everywhere last year, but this is my second visit there. The team's awesome, they're amazing, so I want to give them a big shout out. I had an opportunity to spend some time, you know, off-site with 2 of the team members, and it was really wonderful, and I'll never forget it. So thank you to Atlanta for everything you do day in and day out. We appreciate you. Okay. So here's my contact info. I'm at extension 366, and my email address, osenek@romamoulding.com. Please, please, please feel free to reach out to me. Pick up the phone, call me. If you're in the DC, pop by. I love to see you. I love to hear what's going on. So now I'm going to take this opportunity to call Tony Guerrero back up on stage. Tony?
Thank you. Thank you. Let's give it up for Olga, guys. Thank you very much, Olga. Special acknowledgement to Olga. I don't have a gratitude slide, but Olga, I want to thank you in front of the entire team for your hard work and passion. You've come into this team a year and a half ago and infused your energy and passion. I don't know where you get your energy from, but she's Starbucks. She's a bundle of joy. You're a pleasure to work with, and as you stated, it's a privilege to be able to work with you and to serve our team. So thank you for being here. Appreciate it. So that was for me. So giving back, I think giving back, folks, is very important. And this, you know, we're going to do a last stretch to this all hands meeting, and I think it's very important that we're reminded that we're not going to be here forever. And again, turning 40 for me has me heighten that a little bit more. So I hope that when I close my eyes, whether it be in 40 years, 10 years, 2 days, 50, 60 years, I know at least I gave back to something, to some people, and I hope that as a company, we've done the same, to leave some sort of legacy. And I also believe in paying it forward, very, very important. And I'm bringing this up because in 2010, we went to Las Vegas for a trade show. Joey was with me, and we were in Las Vegas for 10 days. Those are grueling trade shows, and I met a person, and she introduced me and gave me this book, Zappos.com, and I'm forever grateful to that company, and specifically the CEO, Tony Shea, who took the time to talk to me. I never believed work could be so fun. I never believed the people I work with I could have so much fun with and share so many memories with and have them be part of my life. Well, I took a tour, and I took a tour of their facility some 8 years ago, and I was greeted by these two people who I call Beard Man to the right and Vodka Lady to the left. So if anybody's ever heard me speak, if you've ever heard me do a keynote before, I always put this photo. It's the first photo I took when I went to Zappos, and the gentleman there with the beard got me my name is Tony, and you got to write it. And then the girl, the Vodka Lady, she started with, do you want a bottle of water? She proceeded up to coffee, Snapple, orange juice, and then the big bottle of Grey Goose, which you could see on her desk is there. So I can't make that stuff up. And I said, I am perfect. We'll stop at water. But folks, what happened next changed my life forever. And I'm forever grateful to those people who opened the doors to me personally. So I walked in and I was greeted by a tour guide, and he was so awesome. He took me through, and I seen happy people. I seen people working together, collaborating together. And everybody was not in a parade like this, but they were working. It looked more like this. So it looked like a kind of, just tantalizing to your eyeballs. And people working together and really sharing and working together to overcome projects. They worked really hard. But the one thing I tried to pick up, as I've indicated, not so much their body language, but I was trying to pick up their eyes. Would they look at me? Would they say, hey, what's going on? And I've been in way too many companies that when I walk by their desk, they're like, shit, I hope he doesn't, is he still there? No eye contact, let alone a hello. So I was so shocked when I seen this. And I was so excited. And I'm like, holy crap. Like, you can have fun at work. And really, this was the genesis of all this. This was before all hands. This before I knew what an all hands meeting meant. And before you folks did. But what I knew that there was something special. And since then, fast forward 8 years, we now host our own tours. And we host them, and we don't charge for them because we think it's the right thing to do. We think it's the right thing aligned with our values to move, inspire, and wow the people we come in contact with. We do it in hopes that we can help other companies realize that work doesn't have to hurt and that you could be successful in an environment with various different people. And so we open our doors, and we've had hundreds. We don't have the exact number. That's why I don't want to put it up here. But we've had hundreds of people come through this facility. We've had hundreds of partners come through this facility. We've had hundreds of customers and outside of customers, friends and neighbors, people, brands like Mercedes-Benz coming through here. We've had Purolator come through here. UPS and FedEx come through here to see the passion. We've had other people from healthcare industries to see why are these people all driven? Why I look and they smile and they actually wave and say hello. Why are they doing this? This is abnormal. Well, we do it because we care. And this is one of our recent visits. We had Folk Graphics come. They spent 3 days with us. Initially, they wanted to fly in, fly out, but they said, heck, we want to feel Roma. We want to be one with you guys. And so they spent the latter part of 3 days. And I don't know about you, but that's how partnerships are built. You can't stage that photo. I mean, you could, but you can't fake the eyeballs. And I encourage you to look into their eyes. That's truth. That's passion. This is a company that's been working with us for over 30 years. They had challenges within their company. They had money challenges within their company. They had other challenges, and you know what? We were there for them. We extended terms for them. We've done other magical things for them. And then in turn, when we had some challenges, they came to our rescue. Because that's what partnership's about. It's not a one-way win. And we're so blessed to have Terry and Heather from Fographis on our team. So I got a video of compilations of several tours that came in. I want you to really pay attention, look into their eyes. I want you to pay attention to what they say. I think you're going to love it.
Well, I'll jump in because that awesome dance video online, I knew immediately the culture, the people, everything about Roma Mouldings was just so kick-ass. We had to see it firsthand.
I'm always intrigued by companies that are in very traditional industries and are working to shake it up. And since I'd met Tony and heard of Roma, I'd been intrigued. So I really wanted to come today and see what it's all about and see how they've challenged a lot of conventional things here. And it's been amazing to see.
Amazing. You know, they talk about wow and inspire, and I am at a loss for words. This place is awesome, and I can't wait to have more of a relationship with them.
It's just absolutely amazing. You know, we've been on our culture journey now for 2 years, and just to see that, you know, everything that's been actually brought forward to Tony to our organization is actually a part of life and something that everyone here at Roma lives by.
Well, I always get takeaways from the warehouse and Nino and Joey and kind of how things are structured there. And I'm more of a machine production guy too in Edmonton, so I get to see kind of the tricks of the trade and joining frames and all that stuff. And of course, the office admin side. I mean, the sales side. You know, different strategies for sales and meetings and just team morale, which is amazing at Roma, obviously.
I think the key for me was the idea behind if you want the unconventional, you have to be unconventional. Like, to me, that just summed up all of it, that if you want different, you have to be different.
I think if you love the work you do, you love the environment you're in, you love the people you work with, which is very evident here, you will just have a rock solid career and fun experience going forward. And who wouldn't want that? To really just love what they do and the people they're doing it with.
And I think more people should visit here, because most organizations believe that culture is not profitable. But what we found out here is that culture is very profitable, because it's when the people are happy, then the environment's right, and the environment's right, then the customers are happy. Everybody begins to win right from the solid foundation what culture is all about.
To the Roma team, guys, what you're doing is awesome, man. It's inspiring for someone else from the outside to come in and see the way you guys interact and the way you guys handle stuff and appreciate it. And just speaking to a few of you, it comes across so authentic is overused almost, but that's the term that comes to mind. It just comes across so authentic, the way you guys do things and the way you handle things. So it's awesome.
I love Tony. I love Roma, and I look forward to just a great future ahead.
All right, let's put our hands together for that great video. I can't put tours into words, but these guys have put it into an amazing video, and you can see the impact we can have on other people. So I just ask that when we continue to do tours, and our doors are open, so if you'd like to come and do a tour, ask myself, ask Olga, culture team, anybody in the company. If you want to spend half the day with us, whatever you want, we're here to make this world a better place, specifically businesses. And if there's anything we can do, you know, please raise your hand. We're here to support. So again, interested in a tour, if you want to learn more about our culture or how to build culture. And lastly, if you want to invite a partner, BPSs, if you want to invite a partner, feel free to, again, raise your hand. You can sign up online, email, whatever you'd like. We're here for you, and we'll put on an incredible deck for the people who show up. Okay, so Celebrations. So we've been working very, very, very hard over the last 192 days, and we have some reason to celebrate. I always say it's important that we take time to celebrate. I think people don't do that enough. We need to celebrate, celebrate, celebrate. And here's some celebrations. So we have been nominated for the Vaughan Chamber of Commerce Award here in the Greater Vaughan region. And ladies and gentlemen, out of hundreds, if not thousands of businesses, our company won Manufacturing of the Year in Vaughan. To accept that award, we have some snappy people here. We have Olga Senek, who accepted the award, and Tanya. So they both went to the awards gala, and they accepted the award on behalf of our company, which was very, very nice. So the second award that we entered was the Small and Medium Size Employer Award, again in Canada. This is across this nation. And folks, I am very, very proud to announce that Roma Moulding has won Canada's Top and Small and Medium Employers Award. So these awards can't be won without all of you, without all the hard work and tenacity, with all the characters and the cast of characters that make up our great company. Because by the way, when they come in here, they're not just, looking at me and voting for me. They're interviewing people, they're doing tests, they do ghost calls, they do a lot of different things to make up who that winner is. So you should all be very, very proud of yourselves. We have, and to accept that award, we have some really awesome looking people. To my right, Michael Pilata, Olga, and John Guerreri. They look like they're going to a financial conference, but that's okay, but they look really sharp, wouldn't you say? Yes? Okay, cool. Cool. All kidding aside, both awards are in the back. If you want to take a look at those awards, want to take a photo with the awards, you should be very proud. This award is as much my award as it is your award. Your hard work and dedication, whether you're in front of a customer or whether you're bringing that product finished to our dock, every single one of you owns that award. So lastly, we have a 25 all-hands meeting special gift. So you know us. We've been doing this for 25 times. This is our 25th all-hands meeting, and it wouldn't be right to not give something back to you. So I went with Michael, Olga, and a few of us, and we thought, what can we do for our team? So underneath your chair, once again, both here and in the USDCs, you will see we've given out 25 gift cards spread out in this facility, as well as in Atlanta, as well as in New Jersey, as well as in LA. So we hope that you take that gift and enjoy it. You deserve it. And we just wanted to say thank you. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you. Thank you to all the winners. Okay, so moving along, because I'm getting asked to move along, we want to know what our people are saying. So what are the people saying about our company, right? Did anybody in here win? I hope, yeah? Yes? Woo! Okay, good. All right, so here's what the people are saying. Take a look. We have Nat from Hyphen Co. Here's what she has to say.
Hi, Tony. Thank you for the lovely card. I absolutely love snail mail. I have yet to experience anything else that creates such a positive and pleasant association. Lastly, it took me a long time to figure out what I wanted to put into the beautiful Roma Moulding frame, but I finally did. My 4-year-old niece drew me a lovely birthday card, and now that's on display in my home office. Thank you for helping us keep memories alive with your creations. Hope all is well and that our paths cross sooner than later. Have a wonderful day. Nat, Colorado.
So there you go. That's Nat. Thank you, Nat, for doing that for us. We also have a wonderful wow call from our very own Dina, who I think she's not here today. Am I right? She's not. She's on vacation today, and she deserves it. She's having a conversation with a partner of ours, if you recall, Wally. And Wally's been a partner for over 30 years. Listen to this.
Thank you for choosing Roma. This is Dina. How may I assist you?
This is Wally.
Wally, oh my goodness. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, honey. How are you?
I'm doing great. So nice to hear from you. I thought maybe you went on vacation. You went down to Florida or something. Hawaii or, what's going on?
No, if I go on vacation, I have to go to work.
No, you don't do that. You, you love being there at the shop creating your frames, don't you?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I do like it, yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. How's the weather there today?
Beautiful.
It is?
Like it should be. Yes.
Uh-huh.
Gorgeous. The sun is out, it's bright,
Uh-huh.
warm. Yep.
You best make sure to get outside there and enjoy some of that natural vitamin D.
Yeah, that's right.
And just remember, I'm getting natural vitamin D. D for Dina.
That's right.
I gotta talk to
Yeah.
Dina.
Well, I got to order a frame here.
Okay.
Make sure I didn't order last
Okay.
yesterday.
Oh, okay. We're gonna first of all make sure that we didn't order it yesterday.
Yeah, because I called to check to see if it was available.
Okay.
Okay, the item number is 14930045.
Okay.
So I want to cut that off because it keeps going a little longer. But it was Wally's birthday, and we had to cut it for time. But it was Wally's birthday, and Dina went on and really made his day. Wally's been a customer for ours for over 30 years. Keeps calling in, very loyal, very patient. And you can see by the interactions in our call center, we actually encourage them to go deep in relationship building. There's no clock ticker to say, hey, you can't be on a call for longer than 1 minute. So it's nice to see the interactions. So I want to move a little forward and talk about our core value awards. So our core value awards are awards by the people for the people. So you have spoken, all of you, you have voted, and you have nominated, and we have just listened. And our first core value award goes to the lovely Teresa Perlman. This is what you had to say.
I would like to acknowledge Teresa Perlman for displaying core value number 1, deliver wow through service. Teresa is always willing to jump in on a project, no matter what else she may have going on. From constantly being here through the cyber attack to jumping in to assist with changes in shipping personnel and training them to ensure all goes to plan. She always works to do her best, and she's constantly moving, inspiring, and wowing me. Many thanks, Teresa.
Well done. That's Teresa Perlman. Our next one, I don't know if I'm going to get the name, Seedith. How did I do? Thank you. In our Toronto location. Here's what people said.
I would like to acknowledge Surat in accounting. Core value number 1, deliver wow through service. We all know collecting money is not a fun position to be in. Over the last few months, I have had many partners call me to say what a pleasure it is working with Surat. She is always kind and understanding, as well as willing to work with our partners. Whenever I call, she is ready and willing to help. When we were going through the breach period, many partners were having trouble getting through to customer care. One of my partners thought to call Surat directly. She gladly took his order and made sure it was processed. That's going above and beyond. Thank you, Surat, for your outstanding teamwork.
Put it up. And lastly, put your hands together for Paul Mitchell, folks. Mitchell, here's what you have to say.
We would like to acknowledge Paul Mitchell for continuously embodying core value number 8. Be creative, open-minded, and share ideas. Paul, whether wearing shoes or barefoot, is always willing to lend a hand and going the extra mile with every last detail in any project he is a part of. With each of the many hats he wears here at Roma, he remains professional and courteous. Thank you, Paul, for all you do.
Let's give it up for all three, folks. Way to go, Paul. So remember, if you do see someone who's living our core values, please, 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 not only give them a core value card, but acknowledge by writing out what they did, and please email them at mguerreri@romamoulding.com, or you could simply speak to anybody on the culture team and email them, and we'll make sure to put that award for the next all hands meeting. So Roma Wish, as we draw to the end of the all hands meeting, I want to talk to you about Roma Wish. And Roma Wish was created some 6 years ago, and it was created from a conversation of how we can move, inspire, and wow bigger than we've ever done. And quite simply, our Roma Wish mission is is to help people. So I'll read. It is our team's way of giving back to the communities we live and breathe in, essentially. But also to the world we all share. This is our world. This is not your world, my world, it's our world. And we think Roma Wish is our opportunity to give back. And so we are. And we're descending on to, our next mission is on Detroit, and you know this. It's in Detroit. We've never been to Detroit to do a mission before. Each one is very different. We're on our 5th mission. You know, from the first mission in Haiti to the 5th one, they're all radically different. And we're working with the Central Detroit Christian Community Development Program, working with inner city youth. We'll be going into schools and working with some of the youth. It's going to be amazing. And we have a video put together of all the participants sharing why they want to participate in Roma Wish. We hope this inspires you to come on a future mission with us. Take a look. Roma Wish is our opportunity to give back to the communities that we serve and live in. For us, Roma Wish is an opportunity to really make a difference. And when we say make a difference, it's our opportunity to actually get on the street, get into the schools, work with the communities to truly make a difference, and in our world, to move, inspire, and wow the people we come in contact with.
I think Roma Wish is kind of a unique opportunity for us as an organization, a company, and a group of individuals to come together and really make a difference in a few people's lives. It's a very unique program that I haven't seen anywhere else yet, and so it's something I'm very excited to be a part of.
I wanted to make a difference working with youth. I've had previous experience working with youth in troubled communities, and I wanted to make a difference and an impact in people's lives.
Well, you know what it feels like when you help someone, you volunteer for something without anything in expectation for return? That's Roma Wish. Or when you step outside of your comfort zone to help someone else be more comfortable and improve their life, that's Roma Wish. That's why I volunteer every year for Roma Wish.
I'm a very fortunate person in general. I feel like I've had a lot of luck in my life, and I had a good upbringing and everything else, and some people aren't that fortunate, so I have a lot that I can impart to other people. And I think it's very aligned with the core values, which is one of the reasons I'm at Roma. So I felt it very important to help to give back to the community in some small way, and this is kind of a part of that give back.
So my whole life, I've always wanted to give back to communities. I've volunteered at multiple orphanages and communities where families are in need that need help and hope. And after coming to Roma and I found out about the Roma Wish, that while working, we could also make a difference, I had to jump on board. Giving children that extra hope in life and making a difference in communities one step at a time, it'll set an example for the whole world. So maybe one day we can create that difference.
The reason I volunteered for Roma Wish this year is because I've never done anything like it before, and I figured why not, especially with the great team that we have going out. And I'm just really excited to see everyone in Detroit.
It's just really special for me to be part of this organization, and the gift that you get from it is forever changing. And it's also a really great way to bond with the people you work with that you don't regularly see. So all around, this is something that I look forward to every year, and I would love to be a part of it moving forward.
I wasn't actually aware of all the struggles that Detroit was facing, so when we had our last all-hands meeting and it was brought to my attention that they had been struggling with poverty and literacy issues, it compelled me and I felt like there was something that I could do to give back.
The reason I volunteered for Roma Wish is because I volunteered 2 years ago when we did the New York mission trip, and I got so much satisfaction out of that, and
it made me look at life totally different. So I'm so excited to go to Detroit and see what I can do to help others and also spend time with my Roma family.
Well, personally, I think charity as a whole is good for the soul. So it just brings me closer to humanity and just to bring us into realization that we're all the same and that we're all here for each other.
To the Roma Wish Team 2018, I am ecstatic to work alongside you. This is going to be an incredible mission in Detroit. Going to be in schools, working with inner city youth to be able to make a difference in their lives and hopefully leave a long-standing impression on them and move, inspire, and wow them in some way, shape, or form. So really looking forward to it. We're blessed as a team and as a community, and stay tuned. There's a lot of great things to come on this mission. Thank you.
So these are all the folks that will be on this next mission. Men and women from various different parts of our company, some in the US, some in Canada, and this is your team. Mission dates are July 29th, so we do leave on a Sunday night late, and we will be returning on a Friday, August 3rd. So while we're gone, please, please, please do your best to hold down the fort for us. Any words of encouragement while we're there, a text message, an email, FaceTime is greatly appreciated. It's going to be a great mission, and we are obviously documenting everything, and we will have a video for you at the next All Hands meeting. So if you can't come for whatever reason, family obligations or whatever the case may be, but you want to donate, feel free. We have a donation box in the back. We also have donation boxes around the company, as well as if you want to use our donation link, it's on there. It's romamoulding.com. I think it's /Roma Wish. You can do that. And 100% of those proceeds do go to the children. So nothing is kept on our end. What else can I say about that? Any small thing you can help, whether it's $1, $2, $5. What they say, when you give, you're in some way, shape, or form partaking in that mission. So I ask you to give generously. Okay, so for me, I'm at extension 302. You all know that. My email is plastered everywhere. I don't hide it. And in my email signature is my mobile phone. People think I'm crazy. Well, that's okay. If you want anything and you see anything or you're interested in anything, feel free to call me, email me, text me, Facebook me. I don't know, just knock on my forehead. Just come and get me. I'm here and open as the other team members are. So that's Roma Wish. And we are at the end of All Hands Meeting 25, but we have one last thing, just one more. And I want to bring it back to success, because now as we all leave and we're inspired, I want us to remember one thing, that success doesn't look like that necessarily. Could, but doesn't necessarily look like that, because success looks more like this. It's a lot of hard work. A lot of determination, a lot of will, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, a lot of love, a lot of collaboration, a lot of teamwork, a lot of believing, a lot of passion, a lot of emotion, a lot of tears, a lot of joy. That's what success is. And there's no real pinnacle to success, because we're on this journey of life. All of us in this room, all of us watching in 100 years will not be here. It's just a fact. So what are you doing in your journey? Play all out. Never give up. So I've got a video that I've had since the last All Hands meeting. I've been wanting to play. It's very short. And I have a daughter, and she's 2 years old. Her name is Sienna. And I'm learning a ton as being a parent. She's helping me become the best man I can be, aside from my wife, who's helping me as well. But children have a magical way of being so brutally honest. And they have a magical way to them. And so this video here is a testament of what happens when you never give up. Take a look.
Oh, funny. 이거는 미준이야. 반하고 붙인 거지. 그렇지? 오케이? 뭐라?
So, yeah, put your hands together. Whenever you're having a challenging day or you think you can't do something or, you know, it's just nothing seems to be going right or, I don't know, just challenges within your life, if you're not feeling great, if whatever the case, or if you know someone that's doing that, you need to be there for them or send this video to them. Because we all are at that stage where we're trying, right? And many people would probably tell their daughter, okay, stop, you know, you're going to get hurt. But she persevered. And her coach, I hope it's her dad, her coach was there and giving her that pep talk. And when she started to focus and when she gave up all the times she failed, meaning it was all this time, suddenly she triumphed. Because the fact of the matter is, I've personally learned that you can keep going long before you think you can give up. Anybody have that feeling? You feel like you're going to give up, but you know you got a little bit more in you? Because the true test of success, the true test, is knowing that you never really lose until you give up. Never. You can't lose until you stop. And I'm going to ask you today, whatever project you're working on, don't stop. Whatever course you're taking to improve your life, don't stop. If it gets hard, don't stop, ask for help. Because right when you think you're going to give up, right at that moment, it's that moment that is the breakthrough. It's that moment that will have you win. It's that moment that will have you triumph. Because too often, too many people give up too fast. So I just want to say, on behalf of the Roma company, thank you for never giving up. Thank you for working your butts off. Thank you for giving 100% when you show up. Thank you for believing in us. And thank you for your teamwork and your trust. Because without that, this company wouldn't be the great company it is. So on that note, I want to salute you. I'm Tony Guerreri, signing off to All Hands Meeting 25, saying anything is possible. Thank you very much.